This is Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review with your MLB Early Lines report for the games on Friday, August the 12th. Hey, the one and done system worked very well for us on Thursday. I gave you the Houston Astros an easy blowout winner with Doug Fister on the mound, 15-7 victory for the Astros over the Twins. We're going to keep it simple again on this Friday video. Again, we're into that deep part of the baseball season where I want to be selective, narrow down one or two good bets per day. Hopefully we did that with Houston on Thursday. Hopefully we'll do that here on Friday. And the game I'm targeting is Baltimore and San Francisco rather, on Friday, August the 12th. Baltimore taking on the San Francisco Giants. Now I know the Orioles are playing some very lethargic baseball right now here on the West Coast, specifically here in their current series against Oakland. They're on the verge of getting swept by the Athletics, depending on the way Thursday afternoon's game plays out, which we don't know yet as of this recording. But regardless, I'm going to back the Baltimore side here in this game against San Francisco on Friday night because I think they do have a starting pitching edge. Now, we got to talk about Matt Cain because Matt Cain's last two starts, they're going to look pretty solid on paper. Two straight starts against Washington, the same team, and he shut them out. Matt Cain did not allow a single run in two straight starts against Washington over 10 innings of work. But the thing that really concerns me is his walks. I mean, he is still walking, I think, too many hitters, and we've seen that in recent starts. He walked 4 in the first start against Washington, walked 3 in the last start against Washington, and he has 8 walks total in 15.1 innings over his last 3 starts. Eventually, when you're putting that many guys on base, there's going to be a team that ends up with a big hit against you and cashes in some of those runners that are on base because of the walk. And Baltimore has the power to do that here against San Francisco. Now, for some inexplicable reason, the Orioles' offense has really scuffled in the series against Oakland. And this is not the first time we've seen Baltimore's offense go into a little bit of a power outage, so to speak. They've had these little 3, 4, 5 game spurts this season. For as good as their offense has been all season, they've had these little 3 to 5 game spurts in a row where they just don't hit. They're in one right now against Oakland. But I think against Matt Cain, if they at least show some discipline, take some pitches, work some counts, they're going to be able to put themselves in favorable counts, 2-1, 3-1 against this guy. And he's either going to walk you because he's got a recent propensity for bases on balls, or he's going to give up a big extra base hit or a home run because he's got to throw it over the middle of the plate. So I think Baltimore's approach, if it's spot on here, they should be able to take advantage of maybe some control issues that Matt Cain is still having, even though he got through his last 2 starts combined against Washington without allowing a run. I think that changes here, and we'll see Baltimore be able to have some success against Matt Cain. And on the flip side, I am very impressed with what I've seen from Dylan Bundy. No relation to Al Bundy, by the way. For those of you Married with Children fans out there, what a great show, hilarious show that was from the 90s. But getting back to serious matters, Dylan Bundy for the Baltimore Orioles has been really good for this team. There is no denying that, and really at the perfect time. They brought him into the rotation right around the time that a lot of their starters had been failing. Tillman was going through a rough patch. Gallardo's been struggling. Gossman's been totally unreliable. You just go on down the list. There's not been a lot of guys that have been able to get the job done for the Orioles consistently in their starting rotation, outside for the most part of Tillman. Dylan Bundy has come along at the right time and given this Orioles rotation a much needed boost. He has been fantastic. Last 4 starts, he allowed 1 run against Cleveland, 3 runs against Colorado, 7 innings of shutout ball against Texas, 2 runs in 6 innings against the White Sox in his last start. And you look at his last 4 starts, look at the strikeout to walk ratio. It's just absolutely phenomenal. 3 walks and 29 strikeouts. 3 walks and 29 strikeouts for Dylan Bundy over his last 4 starts. He has been getting a lot of swings and misses. He has very good stuff, and I think he's got the stuff that could befuddle the San Francisco Giants lineup here. A lineup that, again, since the All-Star break for the most part, they've had a couple of games here and there where they've exploded, but for the most part, you're seeing the San Francisco team scoring 3, 4, 3, 1, 0, 0, 1 runs. You take out a couple of outbursts, one they had against Miami, one they had against Washington. This has been a lineup that has really been struggling to put runs across home plate in recent games, and I think those struggles are going to continue here against Dylan Bundy, who really, to me, looks like he's got good stuff. Baltimore's been winning with Bundy on the mound. They're 3-1 in his last 4 starts. Baltimore, in terms of the price for this game, not a bad price. Again, they've not been as good, nowhere close to as good on the road as they've been at Camden Yards. That's a mild concern, but in this -110 to -115 price range as a road favorite, I'll take my shot here, my chances with Baltimore and with Dylan Bundy, who to me is a bet-on pitcher right now, and I'll look for him to lead the Orioles to victory against the Giants on Friday night. All right, that's my look at MLB early lines for the games on Friday, August 12th.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.